Hello foodies, I'm Chef Kate from Baller Food Truck, and this is Baller Bites, where I'm on the hunt for the best bites and beverages in the north. In this episode, we're going to check out an Indian street food spot in downtown Prince George, and there's a new cidery in town, just west of PG, that we're going to tour and taste. All right, so behind me here is the Slaughterhouse Craft tasting room. Their 5-star Google reviewed tasting room is open May to October. They hold several family-friendly events here throughout the summer months with food trucks, cidery of course, lots of outdoor games and picnic tables for sitting at with the family. Let's go in and meet Mitchell, our cider maker. Okay, so here I am in the tasting room with cider maker Mitchell. Thank you so much for having us today.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, so my first question for you today is, where did you come up with the name Slaughterhouse Craft?
It's a good question. We get it quite often. So this building is actually an old slaughterhouse. So the original business, they would butcher the animals here and process them. This is actually a commercial fridge behind us, this wall.
Okay.
So not running, and there's no more slaughtering happening here. I have to point that out to people because people do phone me and ask.
Right.
But yeah, we use like the fridges as, you know, essentially our cellar.
Yeah.
And so it's worked out quite convenient. A lot of the equipment, like the fridges and even the floor drains, it's all been very useful for what we're doing here.
Okay, awesome. And tell me a little bit about starting Slaughterhouse Craft, because the first time I met you was at the farmer's market, but there's probably a little bit before that.
Definitely.
Part of the journey, right?
Yeah, definitely. Quite a bit before that. That was the big kind of moment where I was like, I've made it. I'm selling my product. Yeah. It was actually, our Sciences 2021 is when we got established. Probably at least 3 years before that, I was planning and starting the process of reading up on all the rules and regulations to actually get your licensing.
Right.
You have to have the equipment and you have to have an orchard planted to get your license in the first place.
Yeah, okay.
To get the license.
So a few years just of like growing your crop, health permitting, I'm assuming, all of that kind of stuff, licensing,
et cetera.
Yeah.
We don't, exactly, the licensing. The original idea came from when I bought this property. There was this building and I didn't actually have a plan to do this, but there were some apple trees on the property and they had a bumper crop. And so I made cider one year just to use up those apples.
Use up 1 million apples,
and I really enjoyed the process. It was a ton of fun, and I liked the product quite a bit too, if I'm being honest. So it just kind of became a fascination, and one foot in front of the other. I just kept researching more and more, and I got frustrated that you couldn't find high quality craft ciders in liquor stores.
Right.
So I set out to fix that.
Yeah, I feel like the last 10 years has really seen such a huge growth in local cideries, breweries, wineries, all of that kind of thing, which is amazing. Go BC, go Canada.
I should point out, like, I'm not saying we're the only quality craft cider. I'm just saying at that point when I started looking, it was kind of interesting because there was none. And then before I got my license, I started to see that real influx of all these awesome craft ciders coming to Prince George from other parts of BC. And I was thinking, okay, this is a good time to get into this.
Good opportunity.
So just to clarify that, I saw that happen before I got out there. However, it was validation for my project, I guess, that this was a good idea to pursue this.
I mean, I think any great entrepreneur sees that hole in the market as an opportunity to do something of their own. So congratulations. I think maybe now is a great time. If you want to give us a tour, I would love to see how everything is done behind the scenes.
For sure.
Okay. All right, so here I am again with Mitchell, just behind the scenes at Slaughterhouse Craft. Tell me a little bit, what is the difference between mead, cider, and sicer?
Great question. So cider is any alcohol made from apples. It's a bit broader than that, but that's a pretty simple way of qualifying it.
In a nutshell.
Yeah, you can also make it from pear, but that's an exception. And then mead is any alcohol where the sugar source was honey.
Okay.
So it's thought to be the oldest alcoholic beverage. you take honey, water, and whatever else you want to add in there, and you mix it together, you ferment it, and it's considered a mead then. A sizer is kind of in the middle, because a sizer is technically a mead that has apples incorporated into it.
Okay.
So our sizer is completely down the middle. It's just honey and apple juice. Those are the only two ingredients. About half the sugars come from apple, half of them come from honey. So although it is a mead, it's a very cider-like mead.
Cidery mead.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and cider is of course very confusing because it sounds like cider, but it's C-Y-S-E-R.
Yeah.
Not yes.
Yeah. Interesting. I'm learning so much. Tell me a little bit. Do you source any of your ingredients locally, like your honeys or your apples?
Yeah, definitely. So all of our base ingredients are BC based.
Okay.
We have to do that for our licensing. Our honey, all 100% comes from Sweet and Chaco honey in Vanderhoof.
Oh, lovely.
So it's all this area, because hives can be moved around. So we did have hives here on the property for a while, and then spread throughout the Prince George Vanderhoof area.
Right.
Our apples, we're trying to grow our own orchard. So we have a 2.5, 3 acre orchard. It's not established yet, so we're still getting our apples from other sources in BC until our apples come into full production.
Okay, and then you can get that farm status.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So the production from start to finish, how long does it take you to finish a mead, a cider, and a sizer?
Really depends, like you just pointed out, on the different products. So we have one mead. It's our Sima product. It's very quick. It could be from start to finish on the order of a week.
Wow.
Other processes, like the sizer in particular, because it's a higher ABV product, it takes longer to ferment. So maybe 1 to 2 months fermenting. Could vary, and then even longer to sit and age in the tank before we even package it. And then sometimes after packaging, we'll let it sit in the package for a while too. So it's not uncommon for the sizer to take a year before it's out.
Wow.
And then ciders usually generally in the middle. With our style of fermentation, we try and keep things cold and slower fermentation to keep some of those more delicate compounds in the actual product. And so generally a slower, slightly colder fermentation favors that. So.
Okay.
3 weeks to a month.
definitely
That kind of thing.
depending on the product, though.
For the fermentation, and then of course clarifying and packaging all even longer.
Adds to it a little bit and a little bit here and there. And then lastly, what is next for you here at Slaughterhouse Craft for 2025?
Well, I really want to focus on the meads more, because people are really curious about meads. It's a lot of fun because with cider, I tend to make more traditional styles of cider, which is just predominantly just the apple. We are coming out with a hop cider in the future, so look for that. But the meads is where I kind of go wild, and we add a bunch of different fun flavors. So we have a mead mule coming out this summer. So it's ginger, lime. It's almost like a Moscow Mule cocktail in a bottle. And so we're pretty excited with that, because we get to introduce this ancient beverage, the mead, combine it with a modern cocktail, and people so far really seem to like that. We did it once prior on a product called the Mead Hito. This is our next.
I've tried the Mead Hito.
Okay,
yeah,
there you go.
Great.
Yeah, thank you. So this is the next one. We're just kind of experimenting and making some more fun cocktail-styled meads, and that's what's coming up next.
Ooh, I'm excited. Let's move it back into the tasting room, and we'll try a flight.
Sounds good.
All right, so we're back in the tasting room with Mitchell here. We've got a couple of flights set up, and he's prepared some samples for us to taste. So tell me what we're going to be trying first.
Sure. So we'll start with the house dry. So this is a cider made from traditional cider apples as well as Macintosh apples.
Okay.
So it's kind of got that blend of flavor profiles. This is a very dry cider. There's no residual sugar left in it. It's got a light carb level. It's got a nice tartness to it. So just an easy drinking kind of warm weather cider.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's give it a taste. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'll get around here.
Nice and clear.
Yeah, and we don't filter or do any fining. You just let it sit for long enough, and then it comes out that way.
Yeah, all the sediment just kind of.
Let's go first.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Yes, we gotta do a little cheers.
So people often ask me, like, how much sugar is left in, and there's no sugar left in this one. It's completely dry, but any sweetness you perceive is just from the character
of the apple. Yeah. Yeah, it smells so fresh, like just, like apples right off the hop. Not super sweet at all. Not like a little tartness, but very mild. I love it.
Thank you.
All right. So that one was a A dry cider.
A dry cider, yes.
Okay, and then the next one.
So the next one we're going to drink is this. This is the cider. I thought since you asked about it, we could try this one. As I mentioned earlier, it's the blend of apples and honey. This one is more like a white wine in style. It's still, there's no carbonation to it, and it's got a little bit of residual sweetness to it, so that really should come through. Let me try this one.
So probably sweeter than the last one.
Oh, definitely.
And what kind of occasions? You said that one was kind of like, you know, warm weather, summer days. This one's a little bit fancier.
Yeah, this one does really well in the winter. I find it's got a lot more to it, a lot more substance. It's a very nice winter beverage, and it was our best seller throughout the winter months, actually. People seem to really gravitate towards the meads in the colder weather.
Yeah, okay, let's give this one a taste. Another cheers.
Oh, it's lip print.
You definitely get more sweetness and a little bit, I feel like it's a little bit more fruit forward.
Very much.
Than the last one. Very good. And then the last one we have here.
So the last one, this is the new product that we're going to be coming out with. It's actually not available yet. This is our mead mule. So this is kind of a middle of the range for a mead, or actually quite light on ABV. It's only 5%. It's got the ginger and the lime in there. It's got a little bit of sweetness, but not too much, and it's got some nice carbonation to it.
Okay.
And it's just a nice kind of, this one's definitely a summery kind of.
Summer months.
I actually think Moscow mules are kind of more popular in the winter, but I mean, I think it's nice for the summer as well. So.
Okay. And do you have an ETA for this one to be on market?
Yeah, I'm hoping in about a month's time here.
Okay.
So I'm not sure when this will go out, but
yes,
yeah,
but for this season.
So sometime April, May, yeah.
Okay, early season, awesome.
Yeah. Look at that long pour. It didn't spill. Lucky.
You're good, you're good.
Yeah.
So quite a difference in color on this one.
Yes.
It's very clear, like almost like water, wow.
Yes, yeah. Hopefully it doesn't taste like it.
I'm just surprised at the difference between all of them. Yeah.
So you definitely smell the ginger, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like it's got quite a large lime profile as well. And then the ginger kind of...
sneaks up after.
Yeah.
Yeah, very lime forward, very refreshing. Not too sweet. I would say the Sicer was probably on the sweetest end for me.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna say this one is my favorite. I'll be picking some of this up for sure.
I'm not surprised. A lot of people really like this product, and in particular these kind of more cocktail style meads we're making. I've definitely tried not to make them overly sweet because I personally don't like that either.
Well,
but a little bit of sweetness
it gets you if you have too much sugar, right?
Yeah,
it gets you in the head.
Yeah, that's what we're going for. It's just kind of a nice balance.
Well, this was delicious. Again, thank you so much for having us out here. Tell all our viewers today where people can find your products and where they can find you online.
For sure. So we're available all throughout Prince George, private liquor stores, and of course all the local restaurants. We're also available in Fort St. John in both of the breweries up there, and private liquor stores as well.
Okay.
And then, so our distribution is kind of limited mostly to those two areas, a little bit in Quesnel as well.
Right, and you mentioned Smithers.
Oh yeah, Smithers as well. Yeah, that's
Okay.
right. So it's kind of spottier there, but we're consistent in those three: Quesnel, Prince George, of course, and then Fort St. John.
Beautiful. Always expanding.
That's right. Yeah. Well, hopefully more places. So you can follow us online. We're at Slaughterhouse Craft on Instagram, Slaughterhouse Craft on Facebook.
Okay.
Reach out. It's usually me answering the questions on there. So yeah, follow us and keep up to date.
Perfect, yeah. So opening May, sometime in May, stay tuned to their Slaughterhouse Crafts Instagram and Facebook for updates on opening hours and events that are going to be having this summer out here at the cidery. So here we are at Chalo Chaat House, which means let's go snack house in Hindi. The husband and wife duo here are cooking up classic Indian street food dishes, 4 to 10 p.m., 7 days a week. This new Indian spot opened in 2023 and is fully licensed for dine-in, takeout, and delivery. It's located at 1055 Fifth Avenue in downtown Prince George, right next to Karahi King, which is their sister restaurant. Let's head in and see what award-winning chef Jagdish is cooking up for us today. All right, so here we are with Chef Jagdish. Thank you so much for having us again today.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
You're giving me next again opportunity to talk to you.
Of course, yeah, and I'm so excited to try some more of your food today. I have a couple questions for you. I'm just wondering why you started Chalo Chaat House.
Chalo Chaat is like a street food. It's very popular in India because it's the Karahi King is all the like curry bases, other stuff. This is like a little unique fusion,
Okay.
Chinese base, all what people was eating in India on street. That's the thing we bring it. Keep separate. Keep
Okay.
yes.
So that's the big difference between this space and then Karahi King next door.
Yeah.
Okay. And what would you say are your top 5 dishes here at Chalo Chaat House?
5 dishes, I can say, but we like it. Most sellers, golgappa,
Okay.
chaat,
Yeah.
different kind of chaat we make it, papri chaat, aloo tikki chaat, samosa chaat,
Yeah.
and also we start the new one, masala dosa. That's from South. People love it.
Okay, and you
that's
said we might try that one
yes,
today.
we are making that one too. And
Okay.
Amritsari kulcha. If we are from Punjab, it should be Amritsari kulcha should be here. People was not serving, and we started, and people love it.
Okay, awesome.
And all some other dishes we have from South, like bada pav, something like that. People was missing that one. And that's
Okay,
we
so
bring
you've
all
got north, south,
South everywhere we
in
cover.
India. Okay,
Yes.
excellent. So let's head on into the kitchen and see what else we're cooking up today. All right, so we're back in the kitchen with Chef Jagdish, and we're going to be cooking up first masala dosa. We've got a whole hot griddle, and she's just thinly spreading out this batter here. Cooking super quickly. Now look at the heat coming off of that. What's in the batter?
This batter made from rice and urdu washed flour.
Okay.
And then we just grind them and put in water and leave for ferment for 3 to 4 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very light. It's gluten free.
Okay.
And this is stuffing with potato and spices.
cauliflower?
No, you can
No?
make with anything. What do you like and veggies?
Yep.
But I did with potato and onion, curry leaf, some spices.
Oh, okay. It's potato and onion. Okay.
Yes. It's not take so long. Little bit oil to come heat inside.
Okay. So it's cooking from both sides a little bit. Little fry action. And then in the pot here.
This is served with the dosa. It's called sambar, made
Okay.
from it's called tur dal, but you can add up so many vegetable in it.
Okay.
With tempering of curry leaf, chili, garlic, so many veggies.
Okay.
Your choice.
So lots of
it's-
spices.
Yeah, it's called sambar.
lentils.
Yes.
Okay.
It's very healthy.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, look at that golden crispy. Looks amazing. Almost like a crepe.
Yes. And after that, we have to just tempering for our sambar.
Okay.
A little bit chili flakes.
Little chili.
Yeah, and mustard seed.
Okay. Is it a specific type of chili?
Yeah, we just dry chili and
Dried
curry leaf.
Oh, I've never seen curry leaf before. That's
And this tempering is always good.
high heat,
High
little
heat,
oil.
Yeah. And then when it's cracked, just add up in
Yum.
the curry.
So that hot oil just brings out the essence of all of those spices.
Yeah.
All right, so up next, we're gonna make a very popular dish for anybody out here. We've got butter chicken poutine.
Yes.
So-
I'm just making now butter chicken, put cream chicken, and then all spices in it.
Secret blend of
Secret
spices. And you've also, on the fries, you've got a little bit of special
Yes.
seasoning as well.
Yes, I did it already. And our butter chicken is ready to go. And this is fries. And put lots of butter chicken on it.
So not just your regular fries with butter chicken on top, but the fries are seasoned as well with a beautiful mix of Indian spices. One to try for sure.
A little bit of cream on it.
And then what kind of cheese do you have here?
It's mozzarella,
Mozzarella.
curd, yeah, different mix in it.
Getting all ooey gooey and melty in there. Beautiful. Okay, good.
And this is very special flour make dough and put potato and cheese in it.
Potato and cheese stuff.
Yes, and just roll up.
Like a big dumpling almost, but then we're gonna roll it
Yeah.
flat again. Okay. So it becomes one with the dough.
Yes.
So rolled, oiled, and then we
Cilantro, onion seed on it.
Okay.
And then it's ready to go and
All
flip.
right. So you can hear right now, you can hear it sizzling in there. It's almost done. It's got a beautiful char on the outsides, still super soft and flexible in the middle. Wow, smoking.
Yeah, it's always served with butter. Butter
Okay.
is already there.
Yum, I can't wait to try it. Okay, what are we making here?
Next one we are making very favorite for everybody in India on street. It's called papri chaat.
Papri
This
chaat.
is like deep fried, like samosa pastry stuff.
Okay.
And then we add up chickpeas and potato in it.
Okay, so a chickpea potato mixture.
Yeah.
There's some yummy spices already on there. Is that the
Yes.
same spice that you put on the fries?
Yes.
Okay.
And then a little bit onion.
Okay. Diced red onion.
Yeah. And then yogurt to keep cool down everything.
Cool down the spice.
Yes.
Keep it nice and balanced.
And then a mint sauce,
So like a kind of like a chutney.
chutney,
Okay.
and that's tamarind sauce.
Yeah, that one's my favorite.
I know, it's sweet and sour.
Yeah. Beautiful.
And then for coloring, beetroot.
Yeah. Okay, so is it it's just shaved beetroot?
Yes.
Okay.
To give them color nicely.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And then a little bit save on it.
What was this one
It's made
again?
from chickpea flour.
Oh, okay. Looks a
And
little.
then red chili.
Oh, look at that color on there. Yeah, that's
and
beautiful.
It's called chaat masala. This is black salt. And this is cumin, roasted cumin to give them color. And
Beautiful.
also cilantro.
Cilantro for a bit of
Cilantro for
freshness and,
yes,
and color on top
color
as
on
well.
it, yes.
It's like a rainbow.
Yes.
All right. All right. So you've got two different. What are these here?
This is made from tamarind sauce water
Okay.
and mint one.
Okay.
And then we can pour one each. Maybe three, right? And
So people come and do little shots before their meal.
yes.
Okay. Like a little palate cleanser.
Yeah. Because this water is so good. It have so many things in it: mint, cilantro, lemon. It's all
Yeah, it sounds
cleansing stuff.
delicious.
And this is puff. It's called golgappa shot. Have chickpea in it.
Okay. And it's like a little tiny puff
Yes.
stuffed with chickpea and potato?
Chickpeas, potato, and then you can add a water and then straight eat it.
Okay.
This is very popular in India.
All right, we're gonna try one. Just a little bit of liquid in there.
And then
Cheers.
Cheers.
Burst of flavor.
thank you.
One shot, one little bite. Super crunchy. But yeah, the shot of the liquid comes right through. That was so good. So first I'm gonna go with the easy one that probably everyone has tried with the butter chicken poutine. We've got it topped with cilantro here. And if you're new to Indian food, this would be your gateway. Crispy fries. You really get that like pow of spice from that little bit of seasoning on there. And then ooey gooey cheesy, and that butter chicken with a little hint of spice. Not too spicy. Delicious. Okay. Next I'm gonna try the papri chaat. And this one's so beautiful. Look at that rainbow of colors there with the beetroot and the cilantro. I'm gonna try and get a bite with everything in it. And a little crunchy. Okay. So you got the creamy of the yogurt, a variety of different flavors and textures from the crunchy topping and the batter in the bottom. Fried up beautifully. A lot of sweetness coming through from the tamarind. This might be the second one you try. If all you've had before is the butter chicken poutine, try this one next. All right, next up, this is called Amritsari kulcha. So we're gonna do, I'm just gonna use my hands here. We're gonna rip a little bit. Okay. Get some veggies on here. Okay, and then a nice yummy helping with some of this buttery chickpea. It's really fresh, buttery. Spice comes through a little bit later. The texture on the bread is amazing. Chewy, light, delicious. All right, so last but not least, we've got the masala dosa. I'm just gonna take a big bite right out of the middle. So we've got those curry veg inside, and looks very much like a crepe. Okay, nice big bite here. Some sauce. So this one's not as spicy. The crepe is light, airy. You can even see through parts of the bread here as it's rolled up. And the curry that comes through, just delicious. Try something new at Chalo Chaat House. You can find them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Chalo Chaat House. They're also on Skip and Uber Eats, or you can order direct for pickup or delivery through their website. Till next time, foodies, I'm Chef Kate from Baller Food Truck, and this is Baller Bites.